family are at the game. A body shows up and you get threatened. It's not a coincidence.
You don't know my family.
I know. You're not like them. You were jumped and assaulted by a gang.
And if Zeke gets in trouble for this swimming shit, your name would be the first name out of my mouth.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghosts. Professor Milgram, she's going to be a problem for Tariq and the Tejada family. That is my theory. I think when you know entirely too much and at the same time you're trying to keep investigating over and over, I believe you're going to be one of those characters that's going to be a problem for Tariq and the Tejada's family. We know in season 1 of Power Book 2 Ghosts, Professor Milgram, she of course was digging for some dirt, and she got warned by Monet to stop doing what she was doing, right? But I got a feeling she's not done yet. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Make sure you checked out my latest video that I dropped last night. Power aired 7 years ago. I dropped it last night for you guys. Man, just going over all those good times, man, that we experienced with the original show. Now, let's talk about Professor Milgram. Now, last time we saw her in season 1 of Power Book 2 Ghosts, she was busy giving up information. She was giving up information to Sam Santana, the detective that was investigating, of course, the murder at that pool, right? We know that was a GTG member, and she decided to give him information about Zeke and what happened to him with GTG, Lil Guap, and Drew and Ev. Now, she didn't have to give this information up. All this detective was asking was about what happened to the guy at the, at the pool. Now, Professor Milgram decided that was the best thing for her to do, and it came back and it definitely hunted her, right? We know this. Monet checked her. Now, Sam Santana, you would think this is a guy that will probably come back to the show. As of right now, I haven't heard anything about his return. But even if he was not to come back, we know based on the new casting that there will be some new characters, a new detective. And that new detective, of course, is this guy right here. Jeff Hebner will be joining the Power universe, and he's going to be playing Detective Kevin Whitman. And the description for his character reads, he is described as a by-the-book NYPD detective. When he appears on the campus of Stansfield University, he has one mission: to find the murderer of the GTG member found in the university's pool. This one mission will lead him on a journey filled with murder, drug dealers, and the one woman who has the ability to turn his white hat black. So that is the description of his character. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be similar to what we've seen in Power. Law enforcement, they come in, they try to go by the book. Then they realize that they got to go against the grain in order to get what they want. We've seen that with Angela. We've seen that with Cooper Sachs. We've seen that with Greg Knox. We've seen that with Mike Sandoval. And it's not going to end. These people, they're going to continue to do dirty things to get exactly what they want. And I believe this detective Whitman is going to realize, like, okay, these guys are playing against the rules. They're being very dirty, so I got to go out and do some dirty things as well. And by him investigating this particular incident lets me know the chances of Sam Santana's character returning are probably slim. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it seems like this is the guy that they want to look into this murder. And if he's going to look into this murder, he's going to be asking all these questions, similar questions that Sam Santana asked. He's going to probably go back to Professor Milgram. Now, we know Professor Milgram, what she was told by Monet, to just stay away, or she's going to expose her for sleeping with her nephew, Zeke, right? Now, this was before she knew about what happened to Jabari. Now, I know a lot of people are saying that, well, she's not going to mess around with this anymore, which is a good theory, right? But I want to know if she's going to be like, damn, Jabari is gone. He sent her that last email. She was supposed to meet up with him, and she's going to find out that he is dead. That's going to make her think. Remember, Professor Milgram is a former prosecutor. It's in her blood to dig for dirt. She's going to dig for dirt, I believe. Even though Monet, made those threats towards Professor Milgram, I think she's going to still go out there and say, you know what? Let me at least just find out what happened. And she's probably going to be very sneaky about it. Now, the good thing is Zeke can probably neutralize her. But Zeke ain't the most strong character as it is. This guy, Mr. I think I should tell him what I know, is definitely bound to crack at any given moment. Now, hopefully Zeke doesn't in this basketball thing. His inspiration for basketball pushes him to do good and not get involved in none of this. But I'm going to tell you right now, Zeke is definitely shaky. And we saw in season 1 exactly how frustrated he gets, how easily he will talk to someone. And Monet had to tell him about this. But we're going to see how it's all going to play out within his character in season 2. And as I told you, when it comes to Monet and Professor Milgram, those threats that she made in season 1, those was light threats. In season 2, her life is on the line. I'm going to tell you that right now. If we go by the history of this show, when a character knows entirely too much about the main characters of the show, when they have enough information, to use to take them down, they end up dead. I mean, it's quite obvious, right? So to be 100% smart, Professor Milgram probably should just stay away from this. Just be smart. Do not let this get to you. How personal was this whole Jabari's death? How personal was it for her? We're going to find out in this next season. But as I told you, based off her history as a former prosecutor, that involvement in law enforcement trying to figure things out, and when it hits home, especially for someone she knew and she had a relationship with, she may just take it a little bit serious, man. It may start digging. Professor Milgram, her life is in jeopardy. Trust me. Tariq, on the other hand, if he finds out that Professor Milgram knows entirely too much information, you already know the rules. She's done for. You already saw what he did to J. Kelly Jabari, and he would not hesitate for her either. You know what I'm saying? Hell, he was even about to take out Epiphany. He don't care if you get in his way, and he's going to just take you out if he has to. He doesn't really want to, but he's willing to do it to protect himself and his family. Now, I can't wait for Power Book 2 Go Season 2, man. They're still filming the show right now. We're still going to talk about some more storylines. As I told you guys, we're going to start getting these videos ready. And also, soon, we're going to start getting ready for Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, which will be airing next month, July 18th, man. And I cannot wait. But as I told you guys, you leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. Let me know what you think about this situation. How do you see it playing out with the new detectives that's going to be coming on the scene, including Professor Milgram, the Tejada family, and Tariq? How would this all play out? I mean, if they're investigating this GTG murder at that pool, I mean, it's going to point to certain directions. And I've been reading the comment section. You guys have said that Tariq did not wipe off, I believe it was like the bar or whatever that 2-Bit used at that pool. He kind of just ran out of there. He dropped the bar and that was it, right? He didn't wipe it off from what you guys were saying. And if that is true, if they get that detailed on this, that means it's going to be some issues. But to be 100% honest, I'm surprised they didn't mention any of that in the first season if that was going to be an issue. But then again, you know how Power is. They like bringing up old things back into the storyline. So we're going to see if that's going to play a factor in this next season. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. I will continue to give you guys more Power Book 2 Ghost content in the future. But let me go out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.